What I learned watching this over and over and over again is don't fight the smoke. Whatever people present as the problem is not the real problem. And if you don't get down to the fire, you're gonna chase all day in the smoke.
Hello, welcome Solex Nation. It is almost Valentine's Day. I need you to know that is my favorite day.
It is her favorite day.
I love Valentine's Day.
Maybe she has an amazing Valentine. I hope it's me.
I do. It is you.
It is. You know what? It's crazy that it's already here.
I know.
We're still in the throes of winter here in Utah, but Valentine's Day is warming up to a special that we have that starts tonight.
Yes, it starts actually right now. And that special is any of our red light devices you can buy, and you will get a free chocolate brownie youth. And you will also get free shipping on that order.
I see what you did there.
Yeah,
a little red, a little love.
A little chocolate for Valentine's.
Yes, I get it.
And with that, though, we just want to make sure everyone knows that our chocolate brownie youth is almost gone forever.
Yeah, in fact, it will
end of our limited time offer.
It ends on President's Day.
On Monday.
It will end
the 16th.
at midnight on the 16th.
Yeah.
No matter what, it's done. It's finished. Oh, it's kind of sad because I love it. But, it was a great LTO. It was a limited time offer.
Yes. So if you love your chocolate brownie youth, little plug here, get it now. If you want to get it free and you want to get some red light, that is the sale for you. And we will run that sale through Monday, the 16th. Now, speaking of Monday, the 16th, it is President's Day. And so that is a holiday that we observe at Solex, which means that our customer support will be closed on that day.
Yeah, our corporate offices are closed. It's a little earlier this year than most years, it seems like. But so it's the 16th, will be closed. All the online assets are available. You can go place orders, all the things, resources, solexglobal.com, all of those things obviously are available to help you. But we'll resume normal business hours on Tuesday, the 17th.
That's right. So if you need to call into customer support, get it done by Friday, or we'll talk to you on Tuesday.
All right, one more thing for February. Can I say February?
Sure.
All right. We're in, we get free things in February, or at least those people that sign up in February. So if you're sharing a bundle and a subscription with somebody, as you share Solex, when they sign up, they'll get Blue automatically for free.
Yep, we all know. Okay, if you're new here, you don't know what Blue is, you got to tell them.
Okay, it's methylene blue. Hopefully you've heard about methylene blue. It's been really hot in the marketplace for the last couple of years anyways. And it's going to get hotter because it really does an awful lot to help your cells perform at the very best. How does it do it? It helps your cells by supporting the mitochondria. Now, we all remember from high school, junior high, grade school even, that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. And sometimes that powerhouse doesn't work all that effectively or efficiently. And when it doesn't, it impacts the performance of the cell. So what does Blue do? It passes off an electron to the mitochondria that helps the function not get bogged down. It helps it improve its function so the cell performs the way it's supposed to.
Now, our methylene blue also has colloidal gold, silver, and copper in it. It's great for, especially this season, people aren't feeling so well. Those colloidals really help in helping people feel better. Just a lot of good things about blue. So if you don't know what it is, check it out. Check out our blog. We have a lot of information about it.
Yeah, and like a 2-second testimonial is 2 weeks ago, I was starting a sore throat. And I usually take Blue. I just happened to run out of Blue. And this is always what happens, right? You run out of something. I forgot to get more. And so I obviously went and got more. And in 2 days, in 2 doses, 2 servings, my sore throat went from starting to annoy me at night to non-existent. So
great testimonial. Okay, I can't believe this, but Day of Discovery Virtual is in 3 weeks. Do you have your ticket yet?
Yeah, it starts on March 4th.
Yeah, March 4th through the 10th. Let's show a little video of what they're going to see.
Okay.
It's exciting to talk about AO Skin with others because we know what we have.
It's just greater than what we had before.
We have so many things in the AO scan that most of us aren't even aware of.
The AO scan's amazing, of course, but sometimes you don't know what Cephis to choose.
And affirmations help remind us of our divine spark. It reminds us of who we are.
This isn't new age fluff.
It's rooted in observations from quantum physics to biology.
How to connect AOScan with Hub, something that just a few years ago we didn't think it was going to be possible.
Your words don't determine fate. They determine participation.
And you need to look at your scanner as your best friend, because it never lies to you.
Looking forward to Dave Discovery.
Yes, it's always fun to learn and to get better at what we do. And Dave Discovery is a great place to do that. Even if you're getting better, it's just getting better knowing you better, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I
That's
love
right.
that.
Something that you need to know is if you have a Day of Discovery ticket, that comes with a 20% off coupon that you get to use the entire week from March 4th through the 10th. And you can use it multiple times that week.
Yeah, it's for the account that has the ticket on it.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we get, the 20% off. That's pretty cool because it's not limited to one item. It's all items, anything in the cart, anything that you purchase.
That's right.
At the time. That's a pretty big deal. We love that. We do that twice a year.
And if you want a great deal on tickets and you're planning to come to the live, buy your bundle right now. Buy the virtual and the live event bundle right now. When Day of Discovery Virtual is over, that bundle will be gone.
It is a screaming deal.
It is.
Basically, nearly get one of the things for free.
Pretty much.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Pretty
that's what
darn
it
close.
is. All right, it is a fun time of the month because we get to take a look at rank advancements for last month. That's a fun list.
Yeah, Camille Jones, Terry Beaver,
Congratulations.
platinums,
Yes.
huge. It's no less to get. I mean, we had gold, we had silvers, we had bronzes.
Yep.
Across the board, people are sharing Solex, and we love that because that helps you. It helps the people you share with, and we all just celebrate together. So congratulations to all of you. That consistent effort and just being persistent through the process of growing your business.
And Camille and Terry, you made the cut to be able to come to Leadership Retreat in June, and that's at Sundance Resort. And to all of you leaders out there, if you are Platinum or Pearl or higher, you are invited to our Leadership Retreat. Just so you know, we have to have all of our numbers turned into Sundance by March 8th. So March 8th, it's over. The sign up is done. So if you haven't signed up yet, go hurry, get your name on the list. Go to Solex Global, click on events, and you will see Leadership Retreat, and that is where you sign up.
Now, with the breaking of new ranks, we also had a commission run. With that commission run, I just want to note that those that were working for their Q4 incentive bonuses, those were paid out also.
Yeah.
That was a good benefit, both the products, the store prize, as well as the cash prize that was earned. Well done. Great time to restore the coffers after the holidays, right?
Exciting payday. That's right. Okay, let's do our top enrollers from last week.
All right, this is for the week of February 2nd through the 8th.
Yes, we had
And we
some
have a tie.
ties for second.
Yeah, ties for second.
We have Alexia Suarez
And Nadia Lutz.
and Paige Wheeler.
Great job.
Congratulations.
But in first place, no tie.
No tie in first place.
And Nakia Alexander, well done.
Good job.
I don't think we've seen her name
I don't
before.
think we have. Congratulations to you. We will send you a 6-pack of AOScan sample passes, and you can continue to share the AOScan.
I love that.
All right. Last week we had Dr. Matt Townsend. He's hilarious. If you didn't watch last week, you need to watch it. I've already watched it twice. I watched it at Day of Discovery, and then I've watched it twice since last week.
Well, and he's really good. He talks about relationships, and that was actually the question that we asked last week.
Yeah, we asked, what's the best piece of relationship advice you've received? I'm excited to read the answers
We're
to
giving
this.
away the Rose Quartz
Yes.
Cybin beaded bracelet. Now, if you're new here again, Cybin is a powerful tool. We recommend going and learning about it. But the bracelet alone looks fantastic,
Yes,
right?
and it has a lot of benefits for you
All
to
right.
wear. So you look good, and you're stronger and more flexible.
Yep.
And what's the other one?
Well, you get all the negative ion benefits,
Negative ions,
which
yeah.
really
Yep.
attach and neutralize the positively charged things, which do bad things, even though it says positive.
We're just
It's so
confusing
weird.
people.
All right. Mindy gets.
Again.
Mindy! Jeez. Mindy, well done. Sweet. Grateful to have won the big brain combo.
Last week, Mindy won. She wins again this week.
Oh my gosh. That's okay. We say this all the time. If you don't enter, you don't win. But here you go. The best relation advice I have heard came from my great aunt. Quote, "It's better to be alone than to wish you were." Interesting. P.S. Eden wonders when you are going to give away the miniature ponies.
Eden is her daughter.
So she can enter. That's pretty good. I love that.
We'll think about that one, Eden. It's a good suggestion
Yeah,
for sure.
miniature ponies.
Yep. All right, next winner, Troy Shelton. The best relationship advice I have given is to never settle for someone who doesn't see and appreciate your value and your character. 100%.
Yeah, that's true. All right, last winner of the Rose Quartz beaded bracelet. Here it is. It is Eoscan Brazil. I wonder if this is Alexis Suarez.
Sure, let us know who you are.
Let us know who you are. The best relationship advice I ever received was choose peace over intensity. I used to think love had to feel electric to be real. Now I know that calm, steady presence is what actually lasts.
Great advice.
Great advice across the board.
Yes.
Fun ones
Okay,
there,
everyone.
too.
Enjoy Dr. Matt Townsend.
Oh no, it's Valentine's Day. I forgot flowers. Wait a minute, I have flowers. I can import flowers. Happy Valentine's Day, I got you flowers.
Aw, bug flowers, my favorite.
This is where we have to start. So do you have the character to go there? Let's give you some more tools. The second principle we want to work on is communication. Look at this one. Really, people with strong character can communicate really well, and we can create what's called shared understanding. Every one of us wants to have shared understanding. I want you to get me, and I want to get you, right? I don't know if you know this right now. In fact, well, let's do this quote by Paul Watzlawick. It's one of my favorite quotes. One cannot not communicate. Human beings, it is impossible for them to not communicate. And by the way, your technology even says that. Your technology is picking up everything that others aren't reading. So they are wired to communicate. And the only key is as a human, are you open enough to pick up that information? Right now, did you know that 60% of millennials have a hard time safely attaching to other people? They just don't trust others enough to attach. And because they don't attach, they don't believe in certain institutions. In marriage, they don't believe in education institutions. They don't believe in government. They don't believe. They don't trust it. And that is something all of us kind of have to figure out how to work on, is create a deeper level of understanding about ourselves and them. This is such a cool study. This is a study that they did out of the Proceedings of National Academy of Sciences is where it was published. All they did was they gave them a picture of a blank profile, kind of like the one you see on the far right, that darker one, that neutral one. And what they did is they then gave everybody, they kind of walked through an experience and said, I want you to feel like a feeling like anger. And they walked them through a scenario where anger was felt. And then they had the person identify in their body where they felt it. Isn't this fascinating? And then they had them color it in with the intensity of where they felt it and what they did. Look at all of the emotions. Look at where anger is. Anger's all in the arms, in the head, in the heart. By the way, very little in the feet. Anger is not running away. Anger's staying and swinging, right? Look at fear. Fear, by the way, fear, nothing in the legs and arms. It's all in the heart. Look at disgust. It's all in the throat. Look at sadness. Look how cold sadness went. Look at surprise. That's the lungs and the eyes getting big. Look down below it, anxiety. Anxiety has a lot of tension in the heart. They believe 80% of our anxiety comes from our breathing. I bet I could take any one of you, and if I threw you on the ground and sat on you, I could make you anxious. And if I sat on you for an hour, darn it, I bet I can get you to panic. Isn't that great? Just because you can't breathe, little sissy. By the way, look at love. Love is such an awkward one because those loins are on fuego. Isn't that weird? And yes, I just spoke Spanish. Depression, look at depression. Depression is, by the way, love's kind of a full body emotion, and happiness is a fuller body emotion. But depression is kind of a full body cold emotion. Look, they just pretty much depress so as not to be seen. Look at contempt. Look at pride. Look how puffed up in pride. Look at Spider-Man. If you had to wear that outfit, you'd feel shame too, all day long. He's like, I could have had any other outfit and you gave me this one. And then look at envy. Human beings are wired. You already know chemically it's all in there. And so if humans are supposed to be communicating it, are you good at reading it? Now the machines help, but you're wired as a human to read it too. So start growing that strength. Grow the ability to understand another human being. In the end, it's all any of us really want is to be understood, right? And then once you understand me, you know what I'd really love? That you love me. If you understand me and you love me, that's power. If you understand me but you don't love me, that's scary, right? If you love me but you don't understand me, that's fake. But I really just want you to love me and understand me. And I think when humans feel that, they're going to want to be a part of your organization, right? So if we keep looking at this, another tool that I want you to think about is you don't have a choice but to influence, right? There's a really good book called Love 2.0 by a researcher named Barbara Fredrickson, and she's been studying what is basically called emotional resonance, how you get people to resonate with you in your message. And one of the things she found is it's all about micro moments of positivity. A micro moment of positivity is a repeated brief moment of positive feelings. It provides a buffer against stress, depression, and it improves both physical and mental health. A micro moment is simply this. You do not need to make your life happy in one fell swoop. You make your life happy at about 7 seconds at a time. Every time you just have a positive moment with another human and create a little positive resonance, guess what? It creates happiness. It takes 7 seconds. And when you feel a happy moment on the elevator today, joking with someone else, that positive resonance creates a happy moment for them and a happy moment for the next person and a happy moment for the next person. So actually creating happiness in your life is done 7 seconds at a time. It's not even done hours at a time. It's not done meetings at a time. It's not done by accomplishments. It's done by positive connection. You have 7 seconds to improve each one of those relationships on your team. You have 7 seconds to improve your marriage. And by the way, you're gonna have all these moments anyway. You don't even need a good 10-minute talk. You need 7 seconds with your teenager. Like when you're getting them out and their probation officer comes up, let's just make it a good moment. So sad, but so true. So think right now, where do you need to give more time and attention to the 7 seconds? And where are you feeling the good moments anyway in your life? Because if you can create these, this is the understanding you need. You just need to basically be paying attention to the people in your life for about 7 seconds at a time. Then you can go about your thing, get your hair done, then come back, then engage. Then go do the next thing, have your breakfast, and while you're having their breakfast, when they walk in, turn and keep turning. We call it bidding and turning. The healthiest, happiest relationships, the 93% of the most strained relationships don't bid and turn to each other. The ones that lead to divorce, the research shows, are people that when their partner says, hey, how was your day? They don't turn to them. We have to bid, hey, how are things going with you? And then pay close attention. Why do we need to pay close attention? So I can understand and read the person I'm with. Technology is messing with us. It's messing with us. And it's robbing something that none of us are even paying attention to. It's robbing us of our attention. You know, that it used to be they just wanted your money. They don't want your money anymore. They just want your attention because your attention is the commodity. So give attention. And I think as a leader, if you're giving attention, guess what? They're gonna eat it up because that's why they left their job. That's why they don't like their last place of work because they never got noticed. They never were seen. They never were heard. They never were understood. Make sense? Where do you need to bring the micro moments to your business? Okay, one other rule about understanding somebody. I was at Franklin Covey forever. I was the youngest presenter there. I had the best gig in the world. And then I got this weird prompting that says you need to leave and go be a divorce mediator. And part of that's because my parents divorced when I was 8. So I had all of these skills and I was doing it for corporate America. And I was in the biggest offices and the biggest companies ever. But I just felt like I needed to help couples. So that's when I started my company, okay? And what I learned is this thing called smoke and fire. I sat with a divorcing couple and he comes in and they're like literally about 80% of my clients in the beginning were all on the verge of divorce. And this guy walks in and I'm like, okay, what's going on? He's like, I go, why are you guys so tense? No, we're not tense, we're done. We're done. We're done. I'm like, what's it about? And he's like, she bought a $400 purse. Now, by the way, a $400 purse today, that's not very much. It's ridiculous. But he's like, it's stupid. Nobody needs a $400 purse. Then guess what her reply was? It's not a purse, it's a bag. We call that a difference without a distinction. And he says, I don't care what you call it, nobody needs a $400 bag. And she says, oh really, how much was your golf bag? And by the way, right then, he went deaf. And he said, what? She said, you just said no one needs a $400 bag, but how much was your bag? And he's like, me know what you talk about. It was so weird. It's like, what happened to him? Is he having a stroke? And she says, you said bags, nobody needs the $400 bag, but you just bought a bag. How much was your bag? And he's like, my bag? She's like, your bag, how much was your bag? And he's like, the bag or all of it? And she's like, well, the bag and the bag you put your bag in and the wheels with your bag, how much was that? You just bought it. And she said, and he goes like, I don't know, $370. And I swear you guys, this was so scary. Her head spun all the way around and fire shot out her nostrils and she talked like this. It was so scary. And she said, 370 is 400, you dork. Nuh-uh, it's 370. Nuh-uh, it's 400. Now they're fighting about rounding. Okay? When you're fighting about rounding, there's a technical term for that. It's called jacked up. You are jacked up if you're fighting about $30 of rounding. And I call that the smoke. Whenever you get in the smoke, you're not in the real issue. Smoke is not the real issue, okay? Wherever there's smoke, there's gotta be what? Fire. So it's not about the bag, it's not about the purse, it's not about the 370. And then she got sad. And she said, you always did love golfing more than me. And now we're fighting about golfing. And then somebody invoked somebody's mother's name. And then let's just say it went sideways. And so what I learned watching this over and over and over again is don't fight the smoke. Whatever people present as the problem is not the real problem. It's not about your device. It's not about the pay structure. It's not about what it's costing. It's not about any of that. It's about something deeper. And if you don't get down to the fire, you're gonna chase all day in the smoke. It's not about the turf wars. It's not about the deadlines. It's not about who got promoted. It's not about the personalities. It's not about the changing plan. It's not about any of that. It's about something deeper. And the sooner you get to the deeper thing, you put out the fire, okay? 7 basic needs have to be met. Pay attention to these 7 needs. Everyone in the room has them, right? Basic need number 1 is safety. By the way, I call these the starve stuff. Everyone needs to feel safe. Safe physically so I won't be harmed. Safe socially so I won't be embarrassed. Safe emotionally so I can share what's in my heart. Safe financially so I can make enough money. Safe spiritually so we have the same value system. If you're fighting about religion, you're fighting about spiritual safety. If you're fighting about what's on your partner's cell phone, you probably have a safety issue. Make sense? Don't fight the phone. Just get to the real issue. Safety. Think about the people on your team. Think about the ones that you're really struggling to influence. Do they feel safe with you? Remember, by the way, some of us don't feel safe, not because you're not doing your job, but because they don't know how to feel safe. They didn't bring safety to the game. They had that violated when they were a kid. Some of us have to have safety more than others feel the need for safety. Second basic need is trust. Do they trust me? Trust is simply two things, according to Stephen M.R. Covey. He says you got to basically have character and you got to have competence. To trust somebody, you've got to trust their character, so you know they're honest and have integrity, and they've got to have some competency. If I go to a doctor, I want one with character and competence. What if I only get one with competency, but no character? He was just indicted for surgeries I don't need. Then guess what? I have to get a second opinion. He might be a perfect doctor to do the surgery, but now I got to go find the honest one that tells me if I need it. So if you're, as a QLA, do you bring character and competency? And do the people around you bring it? A stands for appreciation. Everyone wants to be appreciated differently. My wife is what I call a seer. She feels appreciated when I vacuum, okay? In a little maid outfit, okay? Whatever. It's not what you're thinking. It's not a French maid outfit, okay? It's kind of more like a Courtyard Marriott janitor outfit, but it is super tight. And so, some reason that makes her feel very appreciated. So I just vacuum all day in my outfit. Some of us are appreciated, we feel appreciated through our eyes. Some feel it through our ears. We want to hear we're appreciated. We want praise. Some want touch, okay? Don't do that in the corporate world. Some want to sense their love. They want your time and attention. They just want your energy. They want your focus. Everyone in this room wants to be appreciated differently. Think of the people you might be struggling with on your team. How do they want to be appreciated? You know what? The number one way to find out is to listen. And when you hear them say, yeah, I don't know what it is. We never give awards here. We need more awards. In your head, you're like, oh my word. What an idiot. We give out plenty of awards. But they're telling you what they need. And then instead of getting mad about it, I'll show you, jump in and get real. R stands for respect. Everybody wants to be respected. They want to be seen with some awe, with some reverence. V stands for validation. Everybody needs to be valid. It can't be that every time I say something, it's stupid. It can't be that way. Even if I am, it can't be always stupid, because even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while. So at some point, I've got to be valid. So take people's complaints and validate them. You don't have to agree. You can just go try to figure out where I'm coming from and go there. Okay, so you've never thought of it this way. Okay, well, did you know this? And then you can give them some more information that might help them to understand it. E stands for encouragement. Look at the root word inside of encouragement is courage, which comes from the French word cœur, which means heart. To encourage somebody means you're in their heart. You know what their dreams are. You know what their goals are. You know what they need the technology for. And you know how it's tied to their people of their life, their purpose in their life. Encourage that. If you don't know what motivates the people that you're bringing on, then you're not going to have much influence, right? We need to know their deeper yes, right? Remember, if they have a deeper yes burning inside, it's way easier to push everything off in life. But we need to know what that is. Last but not least is dedication. If you want a long-term relationship to work, we've got to feel like you're dedicated. Are you dedicated to me? When those needs are met, life is great. When they're not met, you're starved. Basic rule, starve people. And what I just taught on television for 8 minutes yesterday is how to recover from the events of what we've been going through lately, right? And the biggest problem most of us don't know how to do is get through the process of that emotion. And so we don't ever heal the emotion. So whatever we don't transform with our emotion, Richard Rohr teaches, you will transmit. Whatever of those needs are not being met with your people, they will transmit them to you. They will not make you feel safe. They will not make you feel respected. That's why hurt people, starve people. And the only way through it is to create some real healing and to be a peacemaker and to start standing in the space. And when you stand in the space and you understand there's a need, now you can cooperate in creating mutual benefit on the need. Now I can help you with that. And there's this great tool I use, but we're not gonna have time to go in depth on it. But if you just go Google Matt Townsend and TEDx, it's a TED Talk. It's a 15-minute TED Talk about how to get real and get down to this fire with people. And it's made up of these 4 steps. First, you recognize their emotion. Hey, Stacy, I can see you're really frustrated with our process. Tell me what's going on. I want you to recognize the person's emotion. Don't react to it. Don't justify it. Don't ignore it. Don't fight it. Recognize it. And when you recognize someone's struggling, it's me saying, I see you. Then when you recognize it, get them to share it. Explore their story. Notice, by the way, recognize their emotion and then explore their story. Well, when's it my turn? Shut your caker. Because if the vital signs are high and you recognize that and then you let them explore it, guess what it will do? It will lower the vital signs. It'll lower their emotion. And you know what it'll do? It'll increase your understanding. This is how you change the vitals. You recognize them. I can see you're upset. What's going on? They'll just go. And when they go, what you can do is hear it. Don't fight it. Don't disagree with it. Paraphrase back what you're hearing them say. So you're frustrated with the system because this, and this. Yeah. And okay. And you feel like because of that, you're not getting closer to your goals being met, right? Right. And if they keep going, they're venting. And it might be the first time in their life they're being heard. Notice, I haven't said agree yet. I don't need to agree with what they're saying. I just need to understand it. You can't help someone you don't understand. And there's another secret. Just because I understand you doesn't mean I need to help you. But I won't know till I understand, right? Recognize their emotion, explore their story, attend to where they're starved, pay incredible attention to their starved issue. The longer they talk, you're gonna hear, is this safety? Is this trust, appreciation, respect, validation, encouragement, dedication? Then you can say, it sounds like what you're feeling is really discouraged in our program. And the discouragement is making you lose your energy to do that. Is that what you're feeling? Guess what they'll say? Yeah, I am discouraged. I had all these dreams that this would just change lives and it's just not happening like it should. Don't. It's happening however you want it to happen, Stacy. Don't go there. Shh. You know that if you feel that emotion and you want to take off, this is what I taught on news yesterday. That emotion, if you don't fuse to it with a bunch of thoughts that you add to it, if you just feel the emotion, that emotion, do you know how long, if you just let it go, do you know how long it will take before it goes? 90 seconds. If a rat ran through this room right now, it would bring a ton of emotion. It's just bringing its little rat emotion and it's gonna spread it all the way down the line. And you'll see, boop, 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 bunch of monkeys. Everyone will freak out and panic. And then if we got the rat out and it left and we didn't get into, oh great, now we're gonna have hantavirus. My Uncle Larry died of hantavirus, and then we start creating some story around it. If you would just let it go, sit in it, breathe it, take a big deep breath. 90 seconds, that emotion goes away. You know what the difference between an emotion and a feeling is? An emotion is that emotion that the rat brought and the energy that if we don't fuse to it goes away. A feeling is the minute, a feeling by definition is a cognitively charged emotion. It's when you take that emotion and add a bunch of story to it. So what I taught everybody on TV yesterday is before you take the emotion of those events and immediately start spewing stories, before you do that, process the emotion. And what I suggested is that's better done privately. You don't have to process your emotion on social media. But you'll see, you can tell instantly those that didn't process because they're spewing some crazy other solution. That's how we heal the starve stuff. Recognize their emotion, explore their story. That means I see you. When you explore their story, that means I hear you because you're talking. It gets the emotion out. Attend to their starve stuff means I'm feeling it with you. I'm with you on it. And then you can lift the conversation. Now you have the power to actually add your side. That's the model, right? That's how we do it. That's something you could teach your team. It's something you could teach your spouse. Honey, I wanted you to watch this. You notice I've been playing videos while you've been asleep? This is what it's all about. Okay, last but not least, and we're done. I'm out of here. Okay, last thing is this. Change. If you're not willing to change your character for better, your communication for better, your cooperation for better, then we're not gonna get anywhere. So here's the question. What's the one thing that you know you need to change? And that's a rhetorical one, so just put that in your head. What's the one thing that you know, if you just did this one thing better, would make a dramatic change in your life and the people around you? Okay, my favorite quote, there's two of them. Gandhi, anybody heard of Gandhi? Good, I talked about him earlier. Gandhi says, you must become the change you seek in the world. If you want more safety on your team, you become the change. You want more trust, be more trustworthy. You want more appreciation, appreciate more. You want more respect, be respectful. You want more validation, validate. You want more encouragement, be encouraging. You want more dedication, then get in. Okay, and the final quote is by a guy named Victor Hugo. Anybody heard of Victor? He wrote a book called The Miserables. It's a great play. Les Miserables. Here's the quote. He says, we must be like a bird who halting in its flight on a limb that's too slight. And when the limb breaks beneath the bird sings, knowing that she hath wings. One more time. We must have the confidence of a bird that's about to land on a limb that can't hold it. And when the bough breaks beneath the bird, what does the bird do? It sings. Why does it sing? Because it knows how to fly. Birds don't get their confidence from where they're perched, and neither should you. You shouldn't get your confidence just from the company you're with. You shouldn't get your confidence from your rugged good looks and your tight ab. Singular. I got ab. Who doesn't have ab? It's the abs that kill me. It's the abs. You don't get your confidence. If I took a parrot or a parakeet and a pilot and I hung them out over the Grand Canyon, one would sing and one would freak out. Okay? Your confidence in relationships should come from principles, character, mutual trust, communication, mutual understanding, cooperation, mutual benefit. We're both benefiting here, and change, mutual growth. When you have the confidence there, you can do anything. You can be anything. And what you get most of all is you get peace. And when you finally have peace, you can actually now promote peace. You're not promoting peace by just getting some outcome. You're promoting peace by presenting peace and being a peacemaker, right? Okay, it's been an honor to be with you. If you want, go check out matttownsend.com. Thank you. God bless. Love you. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
You know, I've heard people comment that they use blue and they've not noticed any difference at all. And other than maybe their teeth and their tongue go blue. And I've had similar experience where I'll take the blue and I don't really notice any major difference right away. But I had this doctor sit me down and gave me, put my finger in this machine, this little microscope, and I could see the little tiny capillaries right where my fingernail hit the cuticle. And they look like little tiny worms and not very vibrant. And then he had me take some blue. And I took the blue, and about 30 minutes later, he says, let's take a look at those capillaries again. Put the fingers, same fingers, right back in the same machine. Microscope zooms in, and those little worms looked like snakes, and they were very, very active, and they looked like they'd been feeding for days. They were thick, moving, and I thought, holy cow, if it can do that to this, what's it doing to the rest of my body?
You know, we said it last week, we'll say it again. This Matt Townsend is a renowned, not only presenter, obviously he's an entertainer in that.
Yeah.
It's always a skill to be able to have great information and deliver it in such a way that you forgot that you were loving the way you were getting that information. And hopefully we all remember it and utilize that to better our relationships, both in business as well as just in life.
Well, it's a great time to talk about relationships with it being Valentine's Day this Saturday. So our question kind of goes along with all of it, what Dr. Townsend talked about and just the day of love. And our question this week is, what's one small thing you can do this week to strengthen a relationship?
And we're going to give away some pearls, not
pearls.
Not like necklace pearls, but pearls that you ingest, that you put in your mouth, that you can share and give away freely with those that you love.
That can strengthen your breath, and that can strengthen your relationship.
That can. It also, you can pop it in your mouth, have a real experience, and breathe deep, and allows you to patiently work through some of the relationship patient needs.
That's true too.
Right?
We're looking forward to your answers. We'll draw 3 winners next week. Thanks, everyone.
And that was actually the question that we asked last week, was about relationships. Right?
Shoot, I forgot about the contest.
It's Valentine's Day. That's so stupid.
Aw, Bach flowers, my favorite.